Hello and welcome to Awaz News. I'm Simona Kutoni and I'll be taking you through big news across Canada.
Drug company founded by murdered billionaire Barry Sherman agrees to take over. Fiona's insurance bill could hit $700 million, but most damage won't be covered. Municipal election signs to start popping up in Toronto on Thursday. Ontario to pay additional $8 billion in wages if the Bill 124 court challenge lost. GTA gas prices to rise 5 cents per liter on Thursday, increases to continue this fall.
So those were the headlines. Now let's jump right into the details.
The Canadian generic pharmaceutical giant founded by murdered billionaire Barry Sherman in 1974 has agreed to take over. In a news release issued this morning, SK Capital Partners LP announced it has reached an agreement to acquire Apotex Pharmaceutical Holdings Inc. Terms of the takeover were not publicly disclosed, and the company said the transaction is subject to regulatory approvals. Apotex is a global pharmaceutical company that produces affordable medicines for patients around the world. According to the company, Apotex employs nearly 8,000 people and its headquarters are in Toronto. Hurricane Fiona is well on its way to being the costliest storm to ever hit the Atlantic Canada, and most of its financial toll won't be covered by the insurance. Analysts estimate that the storm, which ripped through Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island, Newfoundland, and eastern Quebec last weekend, cost between $300 million and $700 million worth of insured losses to the local economy. But the figure is nowhere close to the true cost of the storm because the gaps in the insurance system make it so that most of the damage won't be covered. While most of the residential home and the property insurance policies typically covers damages from things like storm winds, downed trees, and water damages caused by the leaky roof, that isn't the case for the type of flooding caused by the storm surges, which were a huge part of Fiona's wrath. Election signs will be popping up on lawns, fencings, boulevards, and utility poles throughout Toronto starting tomorrow. As of Thursday, September 29th, municipal election candidates are permitted to put up and display election signs on public and private properties in the city. The city is reminding candidates that they must obtain the consent of the property owner or occupant to erect their signage, which cannot be larger than 1.2 square meter in the area and higher than 2 meters above the ground level. The Ontario government may have to pay around $8 billion if a court challenge launched by the public worker lands in the favor of the workers, a new report estimates. The constitutional challenge of the Bill 124, which capped the public sector salary increases to 1% for 3 years, began in early September. If the court decides in the favor of the province and Bill 124 goes unchanged, the Financial Accountability Office says the province stands to save about $9.7 billion in salaries and wages from 2019 through the 2025 to 2027 from both unionized and non-unionized employees. However, if the province loses the court challenge, the FAO says they could be asked to pay an additional $8.4 billion in salaries over a 5-year period, including an estimated $2.1 billion in retroactive payment for 2022 and 2023. The FAO estimate that about 70% of the unionized Ontario public sector employees have either completed or are under an existing collective bargaining agreement subject to the wage restraint bill under 124. Gas prices in the Greater Toronto Area are set to rise 5 cents tomorrow and are expected to continue rising this fall. President of Canadian for Affordable Energy Dan McTeague predicts that the gas prices will increase up to $1.53 per liter as of midnight on Thursday and won't stop there. McTeague says the fuel prices right now are as good as it gets and recommends that drivers fill up ahead of this weekend. He adds that the hurricane land, which was nearing the Florida southwest coast Wednesday morning, will play a big role in determining gas prices over the coming days.
Thank you for tuning in. I'm Simona Kutoni and I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same channel. Adios.